So welcome. We're doing a set today on called elevation. So it's elevating our spirit. In this day and age, it's very important to feel both grounded and hopeful. Times are changing very rapidly, and it's holding hope, not for that which has passed, but for what we don't know. And it's very different to optimism. Optimism is when you work, to my mind, with the ingredients we've already got, and we turn them into something that we can turn them into. Hope is a sense of that not known. It's what the Israelites did when they had the manna from heaven. It was the not known. And to me, the greatest gifts happen in the not known, but also our greatest traumas happen from the not known. So let's, as we come both into grounding ourselves and elevating ourselves into the hope of the goodness of what awaits for our future, and holding hope. And just talking beforehand on community gardens, it's just such a hopeful thing that is happening, is working with the ground, with the earth, with community. And to me, that has brought me a lot of hope. I run a community garden, not on the scale of Islington, but it's the hope of coming together as community for the future. So let us come into sitting posture, relaxing down, feeling our sit bones coming down into the earth, grounding ourselves, rooting ourselves, feeling your breath coming into your body, feeling your back strong and straight, your shoulders dropped. And as we come into our bodies, stay present with your breath, because our breath will take us out of the past or the future into the magnificence of the present moment. And we know that present moments come and then they go. Just holding yourself in this moment, this breath, and then the next breath. Being prepared, but we can never be fully prepared, trusting in the hope that there is something bigger holding us in the face of the challenges, the suffering, and the difficulties that we face. Keep that breath going, breathing right down into the bottom of your belly, slowing your breath down, watching your shoulders that they don't come up, dropping them down and back, feeling the softness at the front, the firmness at the back, keeping a slight smile on your face, being fully present to this breath, and then it's gone. And then it's gone. To come back again. Dropping down into the genius of your own body, that in whatever state it's in, it's doing its very best to support us on this life journey. just as the earth is doing its best to support life on earth in spite of pollutants. It's an outrageous miracle that our bodies and the earth do what they can to keep us as well as we can be. Bringing your hands into prayer mudra, honoring that spirit within, right at the heart center, that which we cannot see, the mystery of who we are. Take some few more long, deep breaths, feeling your hands, staying in the moment of that connection. And let's take a deep breath in to begin. Om Namo Gurudev Namo Om Namo Gurudev Namo Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Breathing in, suspending the breath, allowing the gong-like quality of our bodies to resonate with that infinite knowing of our own presence, and release. So we're going to begin with doing some Sufi grinds, moving our lower body, feeling your way into it, moving the lower spine to begin with in small circles, softening into it, letting your spine flow, imagining your spine as a river. And as we get older, there seem to be more obstacles in that river, rocks, bits that don't work properly. But as we negotiate our way downstream on the river, honoring the spine, that which holds our energy channels, carries our DNA, gently massaging the lower spine, using your breath to power you. Keeping your face soft, your eyes gently closed, your shoulders dropped. Just notice where you're tense and drop down into that lower bowl of your body, of the pelvis, and let it hold you. Very much, so much of our life energy gets interrupted when we can't trust, or we have early experiences of not being able to trust or being let down or betrayed. Dropping now down into your own pelvis, being able to trust yourself. And trust the earth to hold you. Now making your circle a bit bigger and wider. Let the dance of that, your back, continue, bringing the energy up the spine, engaging consciously each part of your spinal network. that double helix of energy that spirals up the spine. Allow yourself to feel into it with your breath until you move to the very top of your body, knowing that your pelvis is holding you and that you will not topple. Letting the whole body now move gently and fluidly, like allowing that river to flow through the obstacles. Coming to the center and changing direction. Again, starting with small circles, the base of the spine. Using your breath, keeping your body soft. Feeling your hands supporting you on your knees. Feel into it. Be present to every movement. And as we're present to our body and we stay embodied, we are more able to be grounded and connected. Slowly widening the circle until your whole body can flow. Stay with any sensation you've got, any tension. Notice it and relax it, and see if you can release it. And coming back to the center, let the energy settle. Just in this moment, we hold infinity. There is no future in this moment or past. We just are. And in the face of suffering, of challenge, of anxiety, maybe depression, the strange thing is we can hold joy. And so we're going to do, we haven't done this for a while now, is that circle of joy. So start with our hands in prayer position, where we honor the infinite within us. We link our fingers. On the out breath, we push our hands out to the extremities of our electromagnetic field. On the in breath, we bring our hands up to the top, opening the chest. Then we open our hands round and move to the back like bird wings and bring the circle back to the center. On the in breath, move our hands out, linking our fingers. On the out breath, bringing them up to the top of the head. On the in breath, feeling the stretch of the spine, and then circling them round like wings to the back. And keep going with the circle of joy. The more we repeat the movements, the more they become an automatic response to help us regulate and return to a place of joy. And joy often comes in the most unexpected ways. It arrives, it cannot be manufactured. It comes in a smile and a breath on the wing of a bird. In the dawn chorus. The glint of the sunbeam. Joy is available because nature gives outrageously, generously to us. And just 2 more rounds, repeating the sequence so that our nervous system can remember and move into this circle of joy when we're actually experiencing sadness, which isn't the opposite of joy. It's all connected. And then coming back to sitting. Just let the energy settle around you. Now we're going to start the set, this Kriya for elevation. And we're going to begin with doing ego eradicator, which I don't think we've done for a bit. You can sit, just move your body to sit in a comfortable position. I do like to shift and change so that I can be comfortable. And our hands are going to be in fists. Our thumbs are out. It's up at 60 degrees. And our hands sort of are parallel to the ground. So you're flexing the wrists down. Your thumbs, which represent the ego. In other traditions, it's the earth. So the ego is connected right, as we know, to the belly. And then we're going to do a breath of fire. So we're working between putting the thumbs up and the belly, just pumping the belly with a breath of fire, which is like blowing out. You can use the mouth, like blowing out candles, pulling the navel point in as you blow out, or use your nose. Closing your eyes, looking up to the brow point. And I'm going to play some drum music. Feel that beat right into the belly. Drop your shoulders back and down. If that's too hard, just bend your elbows, keeping your thumbs up. Soften your jaw, soften your face, focus on the belly. Last 20 seconds. And take a breath in, pull the hands over your head, touch your thumbs together, open your fingers, stretch up, feel the expansion, reaching up, elevating ourselves up, and yet we cannot elevate without first utilizing those lower triangle of the chakras. And release down slowly through your magnetic field till you can touch the earth, the ground. Let your fingertips feel into the earth. Holding the contradiction of being grounded and rooted and yet being elevated up. It's the paradoxes of life and the way we work between these elements is what matters, and not getting lost in one or the other, but the alchemy of working all of these chakras so that we can hold balance. Now bringing our hands onto our knees, we're going to do a spinal flex to move the energy up, backwards and forwards. Use your shoulders, employ the whole of the spine. We've been working in the Sufi grind round and round. We're now working backwards and forwards. Keeping your face soft, your shoulders down, but moving them. Feeling your chin as it goes back towards your chest, activating the thyroid. Allowing the medicine of the body being able to heal itself. So much of our emotion is trapped in our spine and in spinal problems. Enjoying the movement, increasing the flexibility, the softening of the muscles, the tendons, the discs, allowing them air, oxygen. As we get older, so our spines tend to compact down, as we know, creating problems, stretching ourselves so that we can stay as well as we can be. Inquire into your body as you're doing this movement. And if you're sitting cross-legged, you can feel the difference between holding your shins and then holding your knees. Just experiment and notice how your body is as you repeat that movement, how your shoulders are, how the base of your spine is, your sitting bones, how they're connecting, how your knees are, your feet. Just tend to each part of you as you would the old mother who lived in the shoe. We have so many children. We have so many body parts. We don't know what to do. We don't want to whip them all soundly and send them to bed. We want to notice and nurture each part because they all belong to the whole. And coming back to the center, shake your body out. Let the energy settle. Taking each moment that arrives and noticing how your body is, how your emotions are. Each part of us belongs. And yet we tend to numb out, we tend to shut down, and we put barriers up. Taking a longer, deeper breath. Now we're going to go into the next exercise, which is a spinal twist. This is the traditional spinal twist. Fingers at the front, thumbs on the back of the shoulder, breathing into the left. You keep your head with your neck, so you let your head move with your shoulders, breathing into the left and out to the right. And I'll put on some music. Last 20 seconds. And come back to the center. Again, take a deep breath in. Feel your fingers on the front of your shoulders, your thumbs on the back. Stay connected. Pull the root lock. Tighten the bottom muscles, the navel point, all the organs, drawing up the energy up the spine to the top of the head, and release down. Take a moment to be present with what is. Whatever is arising in your body, be present to it. Obstacles, rocks, the flow of a river, the wind. Be present. Everything belongs. Giving ourselves a hug. So one hand is over one shoulder, the other's under the other arm. Feeling the warmth of your own safety of being hugged. Very regulating to the nervous system. And then we're going to move now into the next exercise. So we're going to extend our feet out, sitting on the ground. Massage your legs, allowing your knees to feel being kind to your knees. They often give us, well, they give me trouble. Feeling behind our knees, down our thighs, honoring each part of our body as we go right down to the ankles, moving our feet around, feeling into all those meridian points on each toe. Give yourself a bit of a massage. That it used to be that we would treat our bodies a bit like the body of a car, take it to a machine-like workshop to get it fixed. Now we're learning so much more about somatic work, that our bodies are not just machines, they're living, sacred organisms that we are living our life with, like a temple, and they are to be honored. So feeling into whatever you need to feel into, to feel the sacredness of your own life. And we're going to go into a front life nerve stretch. So leaning down, your back as straight as you can make it, chin down, holding on to your shins. If you're on a chair, just leaning over and hold on to something that you can hold firmly onto. If you can reach to your toes, that's good. I've got a body that can do that. Stretching your body up on the in-breath and slowly lowering it down on the out-breath, feeling the stretch along the life nerve, down the sciatic nerve on the out-breath. And then repeat the movement, do it slowly, intentionally, breathing in as you come up and out as you go down. Staying connected to every part of us as we elevate ourselves into the fullness of who we are. Stay with your breath. And if you can, feel how the breath moves to your heart, from your lungs to your heart, to the bloodstream. You might feel everything getting connected through the pulse of your body. Now breathe in. If you can, lift your feet off the ground a bit, pulling them up. Feel the stretch, pull the root lock up the spine, holding the breath, and release. And just shake your legs out before we go to the next exercise. Now, this next exercise is called the Mahamudra, and I'll show you the full part of it. You're sitting on your right foot. That means you need quite strong knees to be able to sit on your right foot. And the whole thing is then you're going to reach down to your left foot with both hands, stretching down, dropping your head. You're going to breathe in and then out fully, and hold your breath out for as long as you can. Now, that might not be possible, in which case, don't bend your knees if they're compromised, and find a way of, the most important thing is that you are bending over, holding onto one one foot with both hands, chin down on your chest. And as you lengthen your spine, you bring your elbows down as low as you can, feeling that stretch. And then you hold your breath out. And as you hold your breath out, pump your navel point like a breath of fire, but you're holding your breath out. And then coming back up again. Take a breath in, coming back down. Hold your breath out and pump your navel point. And then breathing in again and out. Very good for the nervous system to hold our breaths out. Breathing in and out one last time. Pump your navel point. And coming back up. Shake your legs out. We're staying on the ground with our legs wide apart now. And however you can do this, hold again onto one place with your legs wide apart, back straight, and we're going to go down on one side, breathing into the center, and then turning to the other leg and going out, breathing out on the other side, breathing into the center, turning to the, I'm going to turn to my left side and down. Just keep that movement going. So we're turning the spine and breathing out. Always elevating that spine. We are titrating it. So we are moving between contraction and expansion. Last one. Coming back up. And if you're able, and if you're on the floor, you can come down with the next part is coming into cobra. So we're lying on the ground, pulling up until you can keep your pubic bone on the ground, shoulders dropped, head back, or just elbows on the ground, depending on how your body can stretch. Head back, long, deep breaths. And if you're not able to do that, if you're sitting on a chair, I think a really good alternative is to have your hands in front of you, pressing down into the ground onto the chair front with your head back. You get a similar stretch. Long, deep breaths. And coming out of that, coming back up if you're on the ground into sitting. Again, give yourself time to be in the moment of letting your body both expand and contract and settle. So it's expanding, contracting, and then integrating. And when you're ready, lifting up both shoulders, doing shoulder shrugs, feeling the tension, and then the drop. Breathing in on as you raise your shoulders, and then dropping down. When we raise ourselves up or elevate ourselves with too much tension, we become like ballet dancers that are so tense. They're elevated, but they're tense, and then we release it down. So we feel that movement between tension and release. Last one. Now do some nice big head rolls, releasing that tension. Big circles of the head. If you've got neck problems, just move your around a little circle of the nose. Change directions. And release. And the very last exercise, and then we're going to do a couple of minutes of relaxation, is Sat Kriya. So if you can, go on your knees or just sit comfortably. Your hands are clasped together, your forefingers are up, your thumbs just crossed. You were doing an ear hug, stretching, elevating our whole body upwards. And then we use the mantra Sat on the pulling the belly in, and then Nam as we release it. And you feel the flow of energy coming in at the navel, and then the Nam as you visualize it going up out of the fingertips. Sat Nam. And you do it aloud, so you feel the vibration of the sound current. Nam. Sat 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 Nam. Take a deep breath in. Pull the root lock, drawing the energy, elevating it up through the double helix, through the Sushumna, that central energy channel, right up to the top where we sense the sun energy shining upon us. And release down slowly, letting yourself come down, down, down. We're going to spend 3 minutes just relaxing however you want to. Release all the tension, allowing yourself to just be. Bringing yourself back from that edge of consciousness, the alive dream, to being present in your body by moving each part of you, welcoming each part back, recognizing, seeing, knowing that we all belong. Bringing our hands into prayer mudra. We close with 3 satnams. Let's breathe in to begin. Sat Nam. Sat Nam. Sat Nam. And Sat Nam. Sorry if the coughing's fit.